Good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh. This is Overlanding now. My wife Courtney's in the vehicle feeding our lovely daughter, and we are just outside of Joshua Tree National Park on some BLM land. Trying to make sure the wind doesn't get you too much. We have the camper with us. We have the Subaru with us. And I'm pretty sure my wife is a little sketched out. The camper is 2,000 pounds loaded down, give or take 50-ish pounds. Vehicle's loaded with all of our gear and essential goods. We had a couple of good nights staying in Indio, California, just kind of catching up, getting work stuff done, stayed at a house, and now we are finally back on the trail, and we're gonna go do some camping, which is really nice. 67 degrees. I mean, there's so many good things to talk about. But the most important thing that I think should be talked about is if my wife back there is feeding beautiful little daughter, do you think everything's going to be fine?
We shall see.
I don't think she's concerned, or you are concerned, not convinced.
Concerned, not convinced.
Concerned and not convinced. So we're gonna go take off on this trail. Got 4 or 5 days of camping ahead of us. It's gonna be a great time. Happy to have you guys along. Let's get after it. The section of BLM land that we started out on was located just south of Joshua Tree National Park and on the other side of Highway 10. While we were hoping that this area would offer some awesome camping opportunities, we quickly realized that pulling the camper with the Subaru through this tough terrain would not be a suitable way for us to get to camp in a timely manner. After traversing about 3 miles in just over an hour, and being passed by at least 30 side-by-sides, we made the decision to turn back around and head towards the park and run north through Pinkham Canyon. Pinkham Canyon is located on the south side of Joshua Tree and is just under 20 miles long. With plenty of daylight left, we started down the trail with a promise that we would make it to camp before dark and high hopes of that being a true possibility. We chose this trail because it was rated as an easy trail with only a few tough sections that I felt confident in getting through, even though we were pulling a trailer, which significantly reduces our ability to take on anything of moderate difficulty. As we started to make our descent into the canyon is when I realized the Subaru Outback Wilderness has its limitations when it comes to this trailer. It's obvious that pulling a trailer reduces your mobility, but you never really know just how limited you are until you're in the thick of it.
Feels like the world is crashing down. A new day is waiting, see it all around.
The desert area we were traveling through is technically considered the Colorado Desert. Joshua Tree is made up of two different desert landscapes, the Colorado and the Mojave. The Mojave Desert portion of the park is where you will find the famous Joshua trees, and that portion of the desert is a higher elevation than the Colorado portion. Joshua Tree National Park is almost 800,000 acres big, with numerous off-road areas and plenty of places to explore. Temperatures in the summer can reach 120 degrees, and in the winter months, it can get to freezing temperatures at night.
Okay? Okay, now I want you to turn down this way. Right there, come on. Come on. Come on. Down this way. There you go, you're on that big rock, you're fine. Come on. Yeah. All right, give me 1 second. This way, hard. There you go, keep coming. There you go. Keep coming to me. Keep coming to me. Keep coming to me. Keep coming to me, that rock. Nice and slow. Go ahead. Nice and slow. You're up on a rock over here on your trailer. You're like this. Nice and slow. Now start to come back to me. Nice and slow. Boom. Back to me. Yeah. Stand up. Now your trailer's going to go up. Your trailer's going to go up, so just go slow. This way a bit. There you go. Once you get up over that hump, there you go. Now start cutting. There you go.
With plenty of daylight left, we started down the trail with a promise that we would make it to camp before dark and high hopes of that being a true possibility. After about 5 miles, we started to realize that this trail had more to it than what met the eye. There are several rocky sections deep in the wash with 2-foot ledges that can make for an interesting adventure pretty quickly. I would highly recommend you use some kind of GPS tool as you travel the roads and washes in Joshua Tree. Although most of them are marked pretty well, it's very possible to get off track and end up having to turn around in a tight space. Remember, these trails only stay open if we tread lightly while enjoying them. Creating your own route in these areas not only goes against the very thing we're enjoying, but it can make it easy for those who may be less experienced to get lost.
Okay, I'm gonna set this right here. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right.
Hold on.
Here she comes.
Let's get rid of these.
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure really what happened today. I know that you guys probably only saw a third of it. We ended up late to camp. It's dark. We got some great pictures and it was a beautiful trail. It seemed like it would never end. Mom was on 3 wheels several times. Not just like 1 or 2 times. You were on, I mean, there was a time that I didn't get on camera where the car was bouncing, boom, boom. What do you think about the Subaru Outback Wilderness? It's capable?
I mean, if you want to break something,
Yeah, I'm
you
surprised
just gotta
we just gotta go.
go.
It's just, I mean, the camper took a whooping today. A whooping. And there wasn't much talking today. We were just kind of like trying to figure out where we were going. We got lost. We didn't get lost. We just got off trail. Then we had to backtrack.
You weren't paying attention. You said, will you stay on the trail?
You were
And I said, well, I'm driving.
You went right. Should have went left.
Did you tell me?
I just forked in the rush. And then we had to back the camper up. And today was a lot, and we're about to cook dinner. I'm not filming an ounce of that because, honestly, I don't have the energy. I'm ready
cold.
to eat and get to bed. That's what my wife say. It doesn't even say a temperature, so I don't know. But we'll catch up with you guys in the morning. I hope you enjoyed this portion of the day. Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi. Say hi. Say hi. All right, so yeah, we're gonna eat. We're gonna go to sleep. We'll wake up tomorrow. We'll get back after.
We'll reassess the
We'll reassess the
situation.
situation. So we'll see you guys in the morning. All right. Good morning from the windy desert. What time is it? It's 6:30. Last night was just windy, and it's only supposed to get worse. We're under a wind advisory starting at 10 a.m. So there's no coffee this morning. There's no hanging out this morning. It was probably 25 mile an hour gusts last night, and that was pretty intense. And it's supposed to get up to 50 mile an hour gusts. So we're gonna we need to hunker down somewhere. I don't know where that's gonna be. I don't know anything yet. It's 6:30 in the morning. I got everything packed up. We're ready to hit the road, but we need to figure out where we're gonna go hunker down. So that's next on the list. I need some coffee. I need some breakfast. I need to get my life together. My hands are freezing. It wasn't that bad last night, but with this wind, trying to get everything packed up, it gets pretty freaking cold. So the scenery though, I just wish it wasn't. I just wish it wasn't so freaking windy. But we're gonna get packed up. Mom's feeding Remy, and we're gonna hit the road. So see you guys here in a little bit. right, we finally found a suitable spot to drink some coffee this morning. We're gonna have a couple of cups and then figure out our next step. So our intention originally was to camp on BLM land again, but I don't think with the wind, we're gonna go check out some of the campgrounds inside of Joshua Tree. It feels so good on my hands. I think some of those campgrounds will probably have some space. We'll slide in there, get a spot for the night, go explore in the vehicle and come back and camp there. Just because with the wind advisory, 50-mile-an-hour winds is no joke. And I don't know if you've ever been in a sandstorm, but that's also no joke. So I don't want to be towing this thing around, trying to find a suitable camp spot in not good conditions. But we're going to enjoy a couple cups of coffee. We just got into Joshua Tree National Park, so we're gonna hang out here for a minute just off the side of the road, have some coffee, discuss our plan, go check out one of the campgrounds, see what they have available, if anything, and then we'll go from there. Definitely gonna go out. I don't know if you can hear that wind, but it's pretty serious. We're gonna go out and try to explore in the vehicle for a little bit today. Go see if we can't hit some more trails. So, should be a good day. I'm gonna cut this here. I apologize if it was choppy, a little short. It was kind of a, when you have a new setup and you're trying to dial in a setup for the first time, it's extremely hectic. And then you add an infant child on top of it. Things just can get out of hand quickly. So if this was choppy, I apologize. And if that wind's bad, I also apologize. And if you can't hear me over the jet boil, I also apologize. But we appreciate you guys for watching and coming along for the adventure. And we'll see you on the next one here in Joshua Tree.